How old is she now? Has she got an OnlyFans?
I don't.
Just so that in 40 years' time, Greta Thunberg has to shit out of a window.
These are the most savage moments where comedians roasted Greta Thunberg to her face. It starts with Theo calling Caleb Presley out for looking like Greta.
Dude, you know who you remind me of? No cap, bro. That girl, she's like, what is it? And you will not electrocute the children. You know what I'm talking about?
Did you make that up? Is that a real person?
You know what I'm talking about?
No, I've never
The future is ours. Oh yeah, the future is ours. You will not hurt the,
Thunberg?
Yes.
Really?
This is all wrong.
Yeah, you knew.
Yeah, so you said the future is ours.
Yeah, the future is ours.
She's inspirational. I gotta stop looking.
How dare you?
But things get wilder when Theo sits down with Mark Normand.
Who was that, like, save the whales, like, kind of
AOC.
kid or whatever that was like, you are
Elliot
not
Page?
representing us.
Oh, David Hogg?
No, you are not woman. More woman than...
More woman. Oh, Greta Thunberg.
Greta Thunberg.
What happened to her, by the way?
Bro,
she jumped ship.
Well, she started saying stuff that liberals didn't agree. She started like, oh, she was speaking out for Palestine, and now they're like, ah, fuck her.
Oh, really? Damn. Wow. How old is she now? Has she got an OnlyFans?
I don't.
Oh, 22. All right. She's of age.
Oh, we're going to hell.
I'm
dude. But hey, we're
sorry.
going together. Dude,
Well, she got a solar-powered vibrator.
remember?
Check out my carbon foot fetish.
Not only did Normand question her age, Jim Jefferies has been waiting years to say this to her.
And then when we have these natural disasters, how do we rectify it as a society? Like, and Greta gets up there and she's like, I should be in school. I know. As soon as I mention Greta Thunberg, that's a triggering thing for a lot of women. A lot of women get very upset when a man my age mentions Greta Thunberg. And you're going, how dare you pick on a 16-year-old girl? Who the hell do you think you are? You know what? You're right. That's wrong.
Then, Jim Jefferies dropped a brutal truth about Greta.
But she's 19 now and I fucking waited. I waited 3 long years to talk about this shit. I can say whatever the fuck I want about a 19-year-old. Here's one for you.
But Jim Jefferies wasn't stopped there.
I can fuck Greta Thunberg and I've done nothing wrong.
He finished the roasts by saying this.
And I wouldn't use a condom either, out of respect for her and the environment.
Sometimes Greta tried to take the jokes, but let's just say it didn't go great.
Barbecue sauce on my titties. Oh, I'm so sorry.
How dare you? You have stolen my dreams and my childhood with your empty words.
Listen, I'm glad that Greta can at least take a joke and make fun of herself. It is really trippy, though, to see her as a real person. Like, I feel like I'm in some kind of, like, time warp. For so long, I feel like she was, in my mind, like this puppet that the elites put into place to be, like, the climate change girl. And I'm like, oh my God, you're an adult.
She's become the go-to punchline for a lot of comics. This time, Ricky Gervais puts her in the ring with half of Hollywood.
If you do win an award tonight, don't use it as a platform to make a political speech, right? You're in no position to lecture the public about anything. You know nothing about the real world. Most of you spent less time in school than Greta Thunberg. So, if you win, right, come up, accept your little award, thank your agent and your God, and fuck off, okay? We're going to be the first generation that future generations are jealous of, right? Because we had it all, and we're using it all up. We're using up all the fresh water. We're using up all the fossil fuel, right? Usually you look back in history and you feel sorry for it. You go, oh, how did they live like that? Oh, how did they get around? No indoor toilets. I've got 9 toilets in my house. And sometimes I just run around flushing them for a laugh, like that. Just so that in 40 years' time, Greta Thunberg has to shit out of a window.
Then, obviously, it gets political.
Greta Thunberg is fading as an impression. I have a 4-second impression of her, a 15-year-old high school kid with Asperger's lecturing the world. It's just 2 words, 3 words. How dare you? How dare you? So that
and I understand her plight, and I'm sympathetic to it. I think she's a brave person.
Totally.
But I also think she is not representative of her generation, who love to like blame us. You wrecked the world. Yeah, like you're doing it differently. Like you're not driving. Right, you're just with Greta on a sailboat all the time. You're using cars as much as we did, so shut the fuck up.
Right.
You know what? We're all decided that we're just gonna drive over the Grand Canyon and have a great time on our way. And as long as that's what we decided, I'm not gonna be the schmuck driving a 3-foot car.
We are gonna do this, basically. We're gonna try to get to the renewables when they're practical and they can take over for fossil fuels. Everyone's a Republican when the lights go out.
Right.
Everybody. What the fuck is my life?
That sounds like one of those.
Even the #1 podcaster Joe Rogan has roasted her more than once.
Greta Thunberg. Like, what is that lady? That lady's moral outrage at what have you done? How dare you?
How dare you?
And everybody's like, yes, we like what you just did. And so now you do it all the time. And so now somehow or another, a 16-year-old kid travels all over the world telling everybody they're bad, flying around in jets, telling everybody they're bad for ruining the environment. By the way, that Greta Thunberg girl, the climate girl who yelled at everybody, she's Person of the Year on Time Magazine.
Hey,
let's go. Is everybody losing their fucking mind?
I think so.
She's, wasn't she on a strike? Look, obviously climate change is a real thing. Climate change is a real important thing. Let's just get that out of the way for anyone who's like, yeah. All I'm saying is, what is she, 14, 15? 16. No. No, by complaining on television, it doesn't make you the most important person of the year or the most impactful person of the year. You just got lucky that right around the time where they were making this list, you did that thing. They're like, let's pick Greta. Let's pick Greta. It'll trigger Trump. Oh, Trump will get triggered.
Look, I know global warming's real. I know it's real. It's sad. It's disgusting. No, it's awful. It's awful, but I also don't want to be yelled at about it. Because it's such a massive problem that you're like, why are you yelling at me? Like they sent that kid out, Greta Thunberg, they sent a child to yell at us. And I'll say this, dude, good on that little girl for having like the bravery and the confidence to stand up for something she believes in, for her generation, something that she really cares about, and to talk to adults like that about something that she's passionate about. Like, good for that kid, dude. That's impressive. But also, shut up, you little asshole. It's fucking... You never paid a mortgage, you dick. You don't know how hard this is. You never got a parking ticket when you got 19 bucks left to your name. Shut up. Also, I know she's from Sweden, but I didn't like that little Nazi twang in her voice. You heard it. She was like, shame on you. You're like, hey. What is that? Is that Nazi shit? What was that?
He's making fun of Greta Thunberg, and then he gets fucking arrested right afterwards. It's kind of hilarious.
Yeah.
The way it happens, like people said, it's the biggest like
self-owned third biggest tweet or retweet. It was Greta. I mean, it was okay.
It's kind of funny when she said that's what happens. You don't recycle your pizza
that
boxes.
That was good. That was good.
Chad, that shit's hilarious. You got to give it to her. Look, and also, like, why are you going after some 19-year-old autistic girl who's really into climate change?
Like, figure out whether that was provoked. Like, he just did that out of the blue?
Yeah, he's just talking shit.
Now, again, that move from somebody who's being accused of sex trafficking, I think rape was thrown in there, and then you're out there being like, look at me, crazy. Again, but what you said nailed it. Nobody knows.
I think the latest thing that they're saying is tax evasion, right? Isn't that what they're saying?
That's why all those get wound up by Greta Thunberg. I mean, talk about living your best life. She has put the entire world to shame. That girl is a boss. She is a child. Yes! She's a child, and she has raised a global climate change revolution. When I was a child, I couldn't raise a Tamagotchi. She's there at the UN telling them we need to save the planet through radical action. I was like, Mummy, it's making a funny noise and asking me to feed it. What do I do? Just send it to boarding school.
Things peak when everyone start making dad jokes about Greta Thunberg.
Greta Thunberg. I feel almost fatherly or paternal to Greta. I've always wanted a daughter who was artistic, and she's only one letter off.
Does anyone in here know who Greta Thunberg's favorite comedian is?
There is no Planet Blah.
It's Amy Schumer. Because she recycles all of her jokes.
How dare you?
Well, imagine going to school with Greta Thunberg. On the weekend, she's sailing around the world fixing climate change. And then you got to be like, oh, fucking Greta, I'm in a group project with Greta. This is gonna fucking suck. She'll be like, you've stolen my dreams and my assessments, you know? I think Greta, she's doing so much good for the world. It's a shame she hasn't cashed in and become like an influencer. Like, that would be awesome, you know, if like Greta started doing ads, you know. She's like, hey, this is a lot of people asking me about my skincare routine. Do you know what I mean? I think she should do ads. She would buy stuff. Imagine if you're watching TV, Greta Thunberg just appears on the screen and she's like, how dare you drink their iced coffee? You'd be like, fuck yeah, I'm gonna drink that coffee. That's buying that, you know?
On Friday, in that big sold-out Vancouver show, it was Greta Thunberg and her brother Hansel Thunberg.
Oh, that's awesome. She's a creepy bitch.
Oh, you should have seen. You should have seen this version of her. It was.
She's an odd woman.
Yes, she is. Young, brutal lesbian. Am I correct? She is a.
Yeah, like an autistic, brutal, just fucking chalky fingered dyke.
Yeah, for sure. How old is she again? 13 or something?
I don't know. Oh, God, is she? I didn't mean that. Sorry, anyway. Jesus. Sorry. Rich wallet. Yeah, I don't know.
You're Greta Thunberg, and you're putting your dog down.
Spot. I'm glad you don't have to see the world that we will all be.
And that's our video today. Click here to watch next. Thanks for watching, and let us know in the comments. Which roast was your favorite?
I wish I could pet you one more time. But we both know that this short life we live will end eventually.